Hello, fellow DIYers. Welcome to Sister with DIY and my next flip. So, got this off Facebook Marketplace. It was an advertisement for a bunch of free furniture that was just stuck outside by the dumpsters, and it's been raining here. So, of course, I had to check it out. So, found out it was from a retirement community that they were getting rid of some things, and they weren't really careful with it. They just kind of threw it out there. So it's got some damage. So I really haven't decided what I'm going to do right now. So we got some water damage. We've got some failing finish. This drawer is broken in more than one spot, as you can see. It is wood, so my first thought was I was going to sand it. I'm not sure if that's Salem Square. I have to look that up. My first thought was I was going to sand this down and just do the raw wood. But with the drawer broken, I might have to do a two-tone here. So stay tuned till the end to see what I decide to do with this beauty. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this hardware off, and then there's a lot of repairs. Almost every drawer is broken. So not the drawer actually, but the actual drawer glide is broken. So I'm going to get off the hardware, and then I'm going to clean it, and then figure out how to fix the drawers. I don't really love these bat wing handles, so probably gonna go with something different. My Simple Green. I love this one because it's got a lemon scent. It just smells really good. And this is concentrate, so I just put it in my favorite spray bottle I get from Home Depot, and I just kind of guess. So it's like a 3-to-1 ratio. I think it's 3 parts Simple Green to 1 part water. Okay, I've got this all clean, and I got all the drawers fixed. There's just a couple of repairs on the tracks. I just had to replace this part right here. Most of them were broken, so I just got some new ones off Amazon, and I'll put that link in the description below. And you basically just cut them the same length and then use the same holes. The Salem Square dresser, which I did a little research on that, and it's actually a really good brand. It's a solid wood. It's gonna be a sturdy piece. Now it does have a lot of scratches on the top, and there is a crack in the drawer down here. So my plan originally was to sand the top down to raw wood, and then I am going to sand just the faces down to the raw wood, just the front part, and then paint the trim and the rest of the dresser. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to probably on the bottom drawers, I'll probably just have to paint those, and then the two-tone part will just be the top dresser drawers and the top of it. So I'm just going to do a wash on the fronts and paint the rest of the trim here. So the first thing I have to do is I need to sand it. So I'm gonna sand down the top to the raw wood. I think it's probably gonna be a pretty good easy sand because the finish has already failed, and so I don't think I'll have to do too much to it. And then the faces, I'll sand those down to the raw wood, and then the trim around here I'll just do a scuff sand with 120 grit just to give the paint a good surface to adhere to. I also have a trim piece down below that I'm gonna sand down to. I'm ready to sand. I've got my sander. I got some ear protection. These have been awesome. They're Bluetooth, so I can listen to music while I'm doing my work. And they're protecting my ears. So I'll put the link in the description below, and get yourself some of these. They've been really I'm going to use some Bondo. All right, so Bondo is a 2-part epoxy, and I have seen people use the all-purpose, and I've also seen people use the body filler, and I did some research, and it's essentially the same thing. And I've been using it. I don't notice any difference. I've tried the all-purpose. It really seems like it's the same. And the nice thing is the body filler is way cheaper. So you can use whatever you want, but they also have a wood filler one that is more the color of, it's more of a wood color. So what I'm doing right here is I'm covering my putty knife with tape. Just makes it a lot easier to clean up the Bondo. So I'm gonna wear my mask because this stuff's really strong, and I do have my garage door open so that it is well ventilated. So Bondo is, like I said, a 2-part epoxy. So you have the first part, and then you have the cream hardener, and it's blue. And I just kind of guess
how much. I think the directions say for like a golf ball size of the first part, you need about 1.25 inches of the blue hardener. So I just kind of eyeball it, but it always ends up hardening just fine. So I must be doing it right. So you just want to mix these together until they're all incorporated. You got to work a little fast because it will start to harden pretty quickly. There you go. There's the marking. There you go. All right. Okay, so you just want to fill this. I usually do it a little thicker than I need. I like to use Bondo because it's very, very durable, and it's like it dries very, very hard. So it won't like crack off or chip off or. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry.
While the Bondo's drying, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and tape off the front of these. So I'm just gonna tape off this section. All right, now I need to fill this crack here, and I'm gonna attempt to fill it with some wood. I'm just gonna use DAP plastic wood all-purpose filler because it's a natural, it's stainable and paintable. I'm hoping I can cover it pretty well. If not, then I'll have to use a different method. But for now, I'm gonna try this and see how well that covers the crack. I think because I'm gonna be using a paint wash on this, it won't be too bad. I don't think it's gonna be that noticeable. I'm thinking I might have to reuse the hardware though, because the old hardware stained the wood. So now you can see the marks, and I wasn't wanting to do that, but I don't know how else to get that off. I've tried bleach. Might see if there's any other methods to get this stain off, but for now, we'll see how it turns out first. Alrighty, so it's time to prime. I'm using an oil-based primer. I'm using a Zenzer product, and then I have a foam roller to apply with, and I line my tray with some foil so that I can just throw it all away, because oil-based primers are really difficult to clean up. You have to use mineral spirits, and I don't want to use that in a sprayer, so I just roll it on. So I'm using the oil-based because I'm pretty sure we're going to have some bleed through, and I'm using a light paint, so I want to have really good coverage. So I've got everything taped off.
these are the areas that I want to leave raw wood, and I'm going to prime the rest of it. So let's get going.
Just know that I was there for you. Burning, I'm burning, my soul inside is burning. I'm searching for a way back home to you. I told the stars your name.
All right, I got 2 coats of primer on this. I've sanded it down so it's smooth so you won't see any of the roller marks. And I've got my Home Right sprayer loaded with my paint and my mask so that I'm not breathing any fumes, and I've got my garage door open so it's well ventilated. So I'm gonna test my sprayer and then spray this, and then I'll get to the drawers after I spray the body.
Can you hear me calling out? Hear me calling out now. Through the room I'm pacing, inhaling inspiration. When did you start shifting shapes? I can still see you even in these different faces. The sky is collapsing, no matter what happens. Just know that I was there for you. Burning, I'm burning, my soul inside is burning. I'm searching for a way back home to you. I told the stars your name. Can you hear me calling out? Hear me calling out. Oh, oh, I told the stars your name. Can you hear me calling out? Hear me calling out now. The sky is collapsing, no matter what happens. Just know that I was there for you. Burning, I'm burning, my soul inside is burning. I'm searching for a way back home to you.
Okay, I'm just using this microfiber sponge. I get them off Amazon. I really like them.
back. I could fly, I could fall, I know you got my back. Never thought I would find someone to love like that. Like that, like that. I like that. We laugh till we cry to keep our love intact. Take a ride, turn them back so we can save on gas. Never thought I would find someone to love like that. Like that, like that. I like weekends, never leaving our bed. Office to the night ends, baby, we can sleep in. Late into the morning, kiss you on the cheek. And baby, that's a reflex. Oh, my life, I thought the love was just a lie. A way to feel an unrealistic high. We get our fix, but never satisfied. Give you all of my love and you give it right back. I could fly, I could fall, I know you got my back. Never thought I would find someone to love like that, like that.
All right, so now that I need to fill the holes that I made when I put the base on, or the, base, sorry. So I found this premium wood filler by DAP, and it's customizable. So you can add whatever stain you use to it, and it will conceal the hole a little better. It's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. So I already mixed some of this. So I just mixed this with it has to be water-based because that's a water-based filler. So I used my water-based Behr Special Walnut, and I already mixed it together. And I had this from another project. So I just have a little bit. I don't need a whole lot. So now I'm just gonna fill those holes that I made. All done. Super happy with how it turned out. Not bad for a free dresser. Now time to stage.
When you're tired and worn, and you feel like you can't go on, I'll be there to put one foot in front of the other. When you